Let's talk about football. How many football coaches are in here? Okay, I guess I have to talk about it. Prioritizing speed. The 5-day plan, why in the hell do you want to do this? But we'll talk about it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you start by speed training. Football activities prioritized with rest and focus on minimal reps at high speed. What this means is that as a football coach, you got to get over the fact that you want your practice to look good. Instead, you want to be good. Every football coach I've ever known took great pride in hard work and running in between drills and being constant activity. But Johnny Wooden said, never mistake activity for achievement. So a beautiful football practice may be terrible for your kids because you are not prioritizing the rest required to allow a kid to go hard on the next rep. So your practice may have to include some loitering. Football coaches are already like, loitering. But that's what a football game is. That's what it is. You go hard and then you recover and go hard. And I think in practice, the go hard part is even more important than in the game. So you might have to rest even more in practice. But you want to develop habits of high speed, high intensity work. On Tuesday and Thursday, I do a little bit of X Factor and some walkthroughs because you never want, your priority is speed. So everything you do the day before has to prioritize the next day. What I'd say is, well, take those days off. You know, you don't have to be there. Just go 3 days. The way that as a football coach, the way I did football, I divided my 2-hour segment into 3 segments. My most athletic kids would be on the track. We do 35 minutes speed day, just like a speed practice for a track team. The other half of the team, the less athletic kids, would be in the weight room, focusing on a few things. Once again, do a few things well. And then after 35, 40 minutes, we'd flip it. We'd speed train the lesser half and strength train. The reason for that is you want your speed athletes having the best speed workout. You want them to be the freshest. That's the kids you care about the most. Because, I mean, you have to make decisions like that. I hate to say it, but your backup quarterback will not get as many reps as your starting quarterback. That's unfair, I know, but that's the way it's going to be. And then we would do, the other third of our practice would be basically core offensive stuff. We wanted to learn to execute. That's it. That's all we did all summer. No running, no conditioning, no jogging, no torture, nothing. And it worked. I think my teams won 49 in a row. So, I mean, we did fine. Oh, and we only practice 3 times a week. Practice 3 times a week in games. I love this. This is one of my go-tos now. Now, hey, if you don't have a workout tomorrow, you can do a lactate workout. But if you do have a workout that you care about tomorrow, you can't be all proud of your kids crawling off the field. You can't do that. Going into sectional, I told Marcel sat in the front row in my honors chemistry class. He got a B because I liked him, and but I told him the main thing for you this week is to go to bed an hour earlier every night. Stop telling them they have to get 8 hours of sleep. They ain't gonna do it. What they might be able to do is an extra hour of sleep. They might, winnable goals, an extra hour of sleep. And he's the type of guy that would do it. I also told him a strategy. You gotta get the lights down for a couple hours before you try to go to sleep, or else you won't be able to go to sleep. You gotta get off the screen. So try to start living in darkness at night so that your mind shuts off.
Did he do it?
Yes, he did. And he ran that 2088 in his 4th race at sectional. So I think, you hate to draw a line, say he got an extra hour of sleep, so he ran this incredible 200. And by the way, that 2088 I looked it up online to see if it was an age 15 world record, because it was when legal. And it wasn't. 2058 is the world record by a guy named Usain Bolt. And I'm like, damn, pretty cool. 4-day plan. Monday, Wednesday, speed training, very similar to what we do in the winter. Minimal X factor teaching, walkthroughs, because these are the important days and these are the less important days, or this is the less important day. And then, here's an idea, you could have like a Thursday football practice. You have a go hard day. Why can you have a good hard day here? You know the answer. The weekend. You wake up and you're beaten and battered the next day. You got 3 days off. Another Charlie Francis thing. The classic training error of doing high intensity speed work every day instead of twice a week or 3 times a week. Oh, yes. Incomplete recovery was a significant problem. Said every great championship athlete ever, they worked too hard. Nobody ever told them to back off. I think this has a lot of relevance in football, but try telling that to Bill O'Brien, right? Is that his name? Yeah. Yeah, Bill O'Brien is probably a go hard guy. Kind of, you know, especially if he got beat, he probably really backed off, right? No. No, if he gets beat, they all double down. We got outworked this week, staff. We got to go hard. I believe this is one of my go-to. Recovery is more important than practice, because without recovery, you can't practice at top speed. Once again, my priority is top speed, period. Top speed, top speed, top speed. Even if you're a 300-pound offensive lineman, I want you out of your stance quickly and on somebody. I had to talk with my football coach, who I butted heads with for years. But we had to talk, and I asked him, I said, would you rather have an offensive lineman do 20 reps of a certain block at try hard third gear, or 5 reps at a 5th gear with lots of rest in between? He said the 5. So he's starting to learn. He's starting to learn that the quality of your experience is more important than making practice look good, more important than the volume of work. There are football coaches who think that you need to run a play 20 times to get it right. To me, a play is much more like a handoff that I was showing in the gym. When we do handoffs, I say, give me one perfect handoff. Kids may do 10 of them to get one perfect, or they may do 1. But their focus is so good when you say, give me 1. But football coaches they just want to double down, triple down. They want to keep working, because that's who wins. So recovery is the precursor to effective practice. And of course, recovery, sleep is really, really important. Of course it is. Underrated, hugely important. We have kids that literally think about football from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, and they get 5 hours of sleep. They work their butt off, but refuse to sleep. It's like, yeah, we got to change their minds. 3-day plan. Speed train. Obviously, you always want to speed train when you're fresh. A little bit of X factors and football activities. Prioritize rest. Oh, that's just Monday, Wednesday. Friday, you could do a practice, or you could do this every day. Remember, Pareto principle, 80% of our results come from 20% of our work. It is shocking how much you can get away with minimal amounts of work, if it's done right. Shocking.